Okay.
Hi, I'm Jim Fenster, and I'm Global Application Support for Horizon Technology in Salem, New Hampshire. I'm here today to demonstrate for you how to best get rid of residual water in an oil and grease application when using the SpeedX 4790 or 3000 or XL 1000. It's necessary to get rid of residual water in order to get the most efficient dry down on the speed valve and also to get the most accurate and reliable results. If you get rid of the water properly, you ensure very, very fast dry down and very good and fast results without loss of analyte. So what I'm showing here today is a SEP funnel after 4 rinses simulated on a 90 millimeter oil and grease disc. You see about 60 mils of hexane and a small amount of residual water, which I've indicated by green food coloring to make it easier to see in this video. So you take it off of the extractor and you see it looking about like this. Now normally the water is heavier than the hexane, so you will see a water layer. It's very easy to see with the green food coloring, but normally if it was clear you would see it below the hexane layer. So the first step is to decant this from the separatory funnel. And I do this simply by going over to the waste beaker and slowly decanting the green food coloring. Now the green food coloring makes it much easier to see, so your end point is normally about where you see a small line above the stopcock. Okay? Now the next step is then to pour this off into an evaporation pan that's already been pre-weighed and placed on your SpeedVap 3 evaporation system. The proper settings on the SpeedVap 3 for oil and grease are to have the temperature set at 40 degrees centigrade and have a very, very low flow of compressed air over the surface of your liquid so that you have a very small venturi after you make your pour. Now, I'll attempt to pour this and also at the same time let you see it on the video. But the pour normally is a very gradual pour. Leaving behind, making sure that you leave behind any little droplets of water onto the glass wall of the vessel. And what you see here, as I slowly pour this off, are little droplets of green on the glass walls of the vessel. So the proper pour is to get as much hexane as possible transferred, but at the same time be able to see droplets of the water that you left, the residual water. Once that is done, you should do 3 quantitative rinses of the hexane into your vessel to rinse any remaining components of interest into your container. So you just repeat that slow pour 2 more times. So that's 1. And each time you do a rinse, do a wash around the outside of the vessel. Okay. And another pour off. Now if you pour water into your pan, you will see little beads of it in your aluminum pan. So you will know if you've made too fast of a pour. But what you want to be seeing, again, is these little droplets on the side adhering to the side of the glass. So what you want to see are these little droplets adhering to the side of the glass as you slowly pour off your fraction. And then the third rinse, which is we call our rule of threes. If you rinse 3 times, you can get 99.999% of all the residue you would like to transfer into your transferred vessel. So I will do my third pour. Removing all the hexane and leaving behind the residue on the vessel. I close the lid of my speed bath, putting a little bit of pressure on the seal to pull a vacuum. And what you can see is a Venturi effect now on the hexane vessel itself. And you have to be very, very careful when you pour it to make sure that it does not bubble over, that you just see a small disturbance in the surface of the liquid. If you see bubbles and splashing, you will lose some of the compounds of interest. So normally you'll see sort of a stirring and an eddy created in the liquid.